Hi everybody and welcome to my studio. I'm Diane and today we're going to paint some bluebells. I think they're just coming into flower around about now, although here in France we don't have them really. I know that back in England, by the time May arrives, many woodland dells will be awash with the wonderful haze, the lilac haze of bluebells, and I know many people find that very, very evocative, perhaps of summertime trysts with boyfriends in years gone by and things like that. Anyway, so I'm going to start my painting using some watercolor pencils, and I'm not going to paint with them, but I'm going to use them to do the sketch. And here I've got Faber-Castell Albrecht Dürer grey-green and light violet. And with those I'm going to first of all do my light sketch. I've got a photo of a bluebell sprig in front of me and I'm just going to paint a couple of stems. I'm going to do it quite loosely because, as you know by now, I don't believe in accurate paintings. I believe in taking a subject for inspiration and then allowing the paint to do the work, which often means you get a painting which isn't what you expected. But it's usually a nice surprise. Anyway, so let's get started. So generally speaking, bluebells have a curve to the stem, like that. Hopefully you can see this reasonably well because it's a coloured pencil. And I'm going to paint over it afterwards. So we're going to do two curved stems, like that. And each little flower, they come out kind of regularly along the stem, like that. That's pretty much how they go. They've got 6 points on each of their little bells. So we'll put another one there, and another one there, another one there, and maybe another one there. And then I thought maybe we would have a little bee buzzing around over here. I'm not quite sure of the scale. I think, well, we'll do a little fat bumblebee and we'll hope that he doesn't come out too big or too small. So anyway, maybe he's a bit big, but never mind. Don't want him too small, do we? Anyway, I'll paint that. And then the bluebells, which are a violet colour, but I'm just going to do the outlines here in this light violet. They always makes me think of Midsummer Night's Dream. I don't know why. Why is that? Can anyone tell me? If you know, can you tell me in the comments below why bluebells make me think of Shakespeare? Strange, isn't it? And by the way, while I'm talking about comments, I'm really grateful to everybody for the comments that they're leaving, and they're lovely comments. I'm absolutely bowled over by the generosity of your beautiful comments, and keep it going, keep them coming please, because that's how YouTube judges us creators. It's so ostentatious to call yourself a creator, isn't it? I'm not a creator, I just do YouTube videos, but that's what they call us, so that's what we are. Anyhow, as a person like me is trying to get their channel started, in this day and age, it's an awful lot harder than it was when people like Emma Lefebvre and Ellen Crimmy Trent and Karen Rice, when they all got started with YouTube and it was new, they had a much wider market to enter into, and good for them. But nowadays, there's a lot more competition and it's really hard to get seen. But I think we're doing well, and we've got nearly 3,000 followers now, which sounds paltry compared to Emma Lefebvre. But we've only been going 4 months. So I'm really proud of what my daughter has been able to do with me and how we've managed to achieve what we've achieved. So there we are. I've drawn the bells, the bell shapes. I'm sure that you were watching that rather than listening to me rambling on about how much I'd appreciate your comments. And you know, when you get to this point in the painting, you sort of think, oh, I could do this using coloured pencils, couldn't I? I don't need paints, whatever. Anyhow, so we're going to do it with paint, come what may, because that's why we're here. So I'm going to use, to make the bluey mauve colour, I'm going to use cobalt blue, a little bit of Winsor violet, Quinacridone purple or whatever, olive green and Quinacridone gold. And when you put your paints out, this is how I keep all of my paints in little dishes, and that's a good way to choose a palette. I always work with a restricted palette. That means only 4 maximum, absolute maximum 5 different colours. Here we've got 4, that's more than enough. Oh, I will need black as well, so that would be my 5th, but you know, some people say black isn't a colour, but there it is, to be proved. What was I saying? Yes, so you want them to look nice, and I look at that and I think to myself, oh, that reminds me of my duvet cover with my Sanderson duvet cover, so those colours must go together. Sanderson says so, then it's so. Now, one thing I absolutely hate is to be told that I have to keep on practicing and practicing. And I know my daughter was educated in Canada, and they were really rigid about how to do things. And she grew up with a slightly anally retentive attitude towards the right and the wrong way to do things. And I often wonder whether taking her over there to get her education was a good thing. Because in England, much as there are times when I can't stand England and the way it's gone these days, but in England we have a much more relaxed attitude to what's right and wrong. And when you learn to paint at school in England, you'll get sat down in front of a piece of paper and told to paint whatever comes into your mind, chances are. And nobody will say, and you must do the strokes like this. No, it's not like that. It's not like that. You paint according to what comes out of your... And of course, that puts a lot of people off. And quite a lot of people of my generation, including myself, were somewhat disabled, really, by that, because some of us need more direction, and I understand that. But still, when you're grown up and you want to do this for relaxation, do you actually want to do drills? Do you actually want to do this is the way you do it? I don't know. Maybe some people do. I don't know, but I don't. Anyway, so if you like what I do, then, you know, that's why you're here, I guess. So I'm painting the bluebells, and this is actually the very first time I have ever painted bluebells. I'm going by the photo, and I hope this is going to work. It might not. The whole point is to enjoy. There is no right or wrong. When I used to teach classes I had a group in England of the SAA. Those of you who are from England will have heard of it. And we used to meet, I started this group and we used to meet in the village hall. And I was in my 40s then, and so quite a bit younger than I am now. It's a group of old biddies like I am now. And I used to say to them how lovely their paintings were, and they would say, but it doesn't look like what I thought it should look. It doesn't look like a photo. It doesn't look it's not right. And I was like, I think you need to get over yourself really, because what's right and what's wrong, you can look at a photograph and it's not telling you the truth, so what the heck. Okay, I'm coming on to the bee now. We're going to do his little fat body. And this is probably completely anatomically incorrect as far as bees are concerned, but I'm not in the mood today to do anything except what happens to flow out of the end of my brush. It's one of those days. One of those days. I'll give antennae and some legs. Yeah. See what happens when he dries. Painting is not meant to be a competition. Painting is meant to be relaxing and to give you a break from this godforsaken world that we suddenly seem to be living in. I'm in France. We came out here ages ago, and at that time we thought we were coming to live in Europe and that England was in Europe and we would always be Europeans, and now we're not. And for all we know, we might, well, let's hope we get our residence. Piece of paper. I think I made the bee a bit dark. Maybe not dark enough. Let's tell you what, lift a bit out like that. Then I think we'll do a little bit of toothbrush spatter. There we go. So that's that. One bluebell painting for this afternoon. We'll let that dry, and I think we'll call that done. So thanks very much for being with me. Just a quickie for today. All sorts of stuff going on, but I don't want to let you down. So there we are. And now I'll drink my cold cup of tea. So please leave me some comments, nice ones, in the comments below. Don't forget to visit my website at dianeanton.com if you've got a chance, and free downloads there for sketches for all sorts of paintings and other stuff as well. I'm trying to do my blog every couple of days to add to the videos, so that's something else for you to take a quick look at if you like. So thanks very much for being with me this afternoon, and happy painting, and I'll see you again soon. Bye everybody. Bye.